What's going on, world? It's your boy, back at it again. Divine Divinations, back in your face. See, this one, I'm doing this for y'all, because see, I really wasn't even feeling this, but it's like my consciousness, like in my spirit, is telling me like that I should say this to the people, like at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Today's video is going to be about addressing those that probably believe that when they hear what I'm saying, I see when they hear what it is like that I'm saying, like these people, I believe like in some instance like they actually do believe like when they say, like when they come to me and say that what I speak of is pseudoscience, that the things that I speak of have no true scientific base, have no true scientific fact, and at least not none that we can fathom, you know, at least at least not none that is on the out fronts of our consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like as to how this works. You know. See, we really don't realize like how something that I would say to those people, like we really don't realize like how humanity have been held back and a certain knowledge like that be kept away from us, and certain inventions, certain technology that be kept away from us so that we stay at a certain level of existence until they ready to do all this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they not just letting mankind just bounce off with all the fucking creations and all the inventions that we can create, you know what I'm saying? Like to make life better. Like they're keeping some math and some, you know what I'm saying? Like you can make shit on a small scale, but if you start trying to make it on a big scale, start trying to do it big, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna want to cut you off. You know what I'm saying? Like if a motherfucker literally make a big ass Tesla coil and start giving out all free energy like to like wherever they at, and then all of a sudden the world know that we could do this. You know what I'm saying? That's just one thing. You know what I'm saying? But speaking on people who see, like it was a young person. I don't know who this person is. Um, this person couldn't have been no more than 25, 25, 26, 27, 28, around that age range. I just about guarantee it. Uh, they come through on one of my videos and he's like, yo, there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup. I guess I said something about the makeup, like the woman being unnatural. And see, we see that like when a woman wear too much of this bullshit ass, cakey ass makeup, it can mess her skin up. So then like after she don't wear none, wearing all these oils and shit, like the glands that make natural oils like in your skin, like they be like they get to acting weird because you've been having all this other shit coating it. So now the natural oils don't get to do what they do. Like now your body running off all this other oil and shit that's applied to your skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's like clogging your pores. Like some of that shit clog your pores. Alright. So like now your skin not breathing. This is like paint, like some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that you putting on your face. Like, girl, you fucking your skin up. Some of that shit, like it go on there and like they can get themselves to look a little more natural. You know what I'm saying? Like when you doing love, just love shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even be like they be going all super far. Like when you see it go with their natural skin tones, like then they did it right. I feel like and it look better. You know what I'm saying? It's just making her natural skin tones come out more. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not really a problem. But you get to putting all these colors and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like now you putting all this bullshit like all on your skin that don't supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? That tattoos, like if you want to come at me, I would say the same thing about tattoos, that we are defiling the bodies of the Most High, putting all this little bullshit that like our consciousness could fucking create, that don't mean nothing like important. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's your kids, your fucking grandma or some shit, but it's like you got a fucking heart with a fucking dagger going through it. Like, bro, come on now. Like, what is this bullshit that we like? Our bodies is like a wall. Like, fucking downtown, that motherfucker spray graffiti on. You can just put whatever you want on. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to start looking at ourselves like we are important. Like it is like it's actually a significance to us being here. It's like what you have to realize. You know what I'm saying? He goes he goes on to say like what he said. He said yo it's nothing wrong with wearing makeup. It's nothing wrong with eating meat. It's nothing wrong with eating meat. The Anunnaki are fake. Like the Anunnaki are not real. I'm like, yo, like you an agent, bro. Like who in the fuck are you? Like on my YouTube. Like I don't barely got no views. Like if you somebody that genuinely believe that, like then you young. You know what I'm saying? Like coming at me like that. But like if I'm like part of me like thinking like, yo, like is this motherfucker just like trying to get me not to believe? Like, you know what I'm saying? And kind of through the grapevine, like of the government, this motherfucker that know and like he peeping it. He like, bruh, this is bullshit, bruh. Just kind of trying to get me to believe that, like in my mind. But see, people don't know what kind of things like a person like me like have experienced. Like if you sat behind the wheels of my consciousness, it will begin to show you things. Like if you sat up under the umbrella of my consciousness, it'll start to show you things. Like it's a lot of shit that y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? And like I didn't accumulated a lot of energy. See, like it's a lot of shit like that we had to stop telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like once it get to a certain point. But see, it's a lot of shit that like y'all don't know. For real. A lot of shit that like we really wouldn't even be able to explain. You know what I'm saying? Things that seem small that are like very huge. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like within the whole grand scheme, like it was just that little small part of the game. But it's like when you really think about it, it's like what that angle meant. You know what I'm saying? Like what you like what's the spiritual significance that you're able to pull out of that with your mind. But I don't know like what I be seeing come come to fruition. You say, he did kind of give me credit. He was like, well, you seem like you seem like you have your mind on very intellectual things. Like for that, I will say like that your mind, like you do seem to have a unique mind, and you do come from an intellectual base. Like I would say this. I'm like, see, you don't know what is spirit, like the connection to spirit. See, start listening to some of these Navajo, and I see like it's a part of me like that don't even want to tell you. Like since you wanted to break me, like I kind of want to like keep you away, but like in my heart, like I know that like this is best for humanity. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my carnal edginess. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of getting away, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a little Sasuke-ish, like a little edge lordish. Like I could say that, like as my damn kind of go loose, but uh. What was I gonna say? I forgot what the fuck I was trying to say like that quick. It's that fucking Mary Jane. But let me see. Sorry, I just kind of like lost track of like where I was going. Like this, that's something that a dumb motherfucker would do. But um, yeah, like the motherfucker. Yeah, I just like haven't experienced things like that I have experienced like in my consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things through meditation and just walking through this world like that I have seen like with my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that I have seen happen and like observed happen. You know what I'm saying? I was getting ready to speak on something like, and I was getting ready to draw a correlation to myself, but it's a lot of things like where you can see that. You know, my spirit really be going kind of haystack sometime. Like when I get to talking and like when I get to telling y'all about this shit, like I get to forgetting like what I'm finna say. Nigga, I start feeling all anxious like inside, like trying to get the message out. You know what I'm saying? It's like real significant. You know what I'm saying? Like and like it's pushing my emotions around, making it hard for me to tell you. Like that's kind of like what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Because like anything else, we could just sit up and talk about it, and it wouldn't be nothing. But it's like now that I know this, we can we can come awake. You know what I'm saying? Like your consciousness can expand. You know, like your consciousness can expand to outside your body, and you begin to connect with the consciousness around you. And everything is consciousness. The infinite energy that makes up everything is conscious. Like a motherfucker. Like it's consciousness. Like that's exactly what it is. You know? A lot of y'all will call me crazy, but a lot of y'all ain't walking through yourself like I am. Like ain't sitting up studying myself, like looking within myself. You know what I'm saying? Like as if as if it is. Like you looking there for 2 seconds and instantly make the decision that there ain't nothing going on. And like cut the lights off. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing. Like, you know, like a lot of y'all don't know that like this takes a builder. Like why did they call the ancient Freemasons, they called them builders. The fucking pyramid builders, the fucking ancient architects and shit. Like they were the builders because this is what this take. Like spirituality, like it take you being able to build it. You know what I'm saying? Like starting with your foundation. Like real shit. Like you gotta know what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just luckily to had been tapped into the right resources. I will tell you that it's a very good resource that's still online to this day that you can go and research. That's outside of myself, another person. I want to tell you, but I'm not gonna tell you who that person is. But you done heard me speak on that person 100 times. Probably like one of the only people that I really speak about. If you want to figure this out, you know what I'm saying. But the pseudoscience way is not the way to break this down. You're not gonna be able to break this down just by saying I believe in pseudoscience. Oh, I believe in mysticism. Oh, I'm a mystic. Oh, what the fuck? No, sir. No. And anybody that's around me, as soon as I begin to articulate myself, they're gonna look like, well, what you gonna say, boy? Like, what do you have to say to disprove him? Because I know that he's not playing. Because I know that he's serious. And I know that what he do, like, it's not pseudoscience. Like, pseudo means fake. Pseudo means pretending to be. Like, nah, this is like an actuality thing. This is like a real thing that like a person can do. You know what I'm saying? You just had your head so stuck in a book that you forgot to look within yourself and build something within yourself instead of trying to build another toy. You know what I'm saying? Build another fucking accessory. You know what I'm saying? You can build the fucking uh you build the temple to the most high on your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like which is something that the Bible was speaking about. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to be building a temple to the gods on the hearts of man. That's exactly what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. Building a temple to the most high on your heart. Like if you haven't been doing that, uh, go do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna continue to just bash y'all, but just go do it. Like go build the temple to the most high on your heart. Put the most high on your heart. Honestly. Put God and higher forces, better natures, like on your heart. You know what I'm saying? And like know that that shit is real. Like cause that shit is real. Like if you sit up and talk to me, like you'll know that I'm not just crazy. You know what I'm saying? By saying these things. Definitely not just crazy. Hmm. Man, it's like the energy like that people be coming with. That's why people be thinking that like y'all be agents and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause like it'll just be so out of nowhere. Like I'm sitting up going in on the shit, and then all of a sudden you saying exactly what I would say that you would say if you didn't want me to believe what it is that I already know. Now, see, like if you've been sitting up watching me, like you've been watching my camera, like my that glow a little bit, but that's one way that you know that I actually know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that I'm glowing, the fact that you're seeing these colors around me. You know what I'm saying? If you watching my videos, you know what I'm saying? Like then you watching my energy do shit on the camera. You know what I'm saying? You can go back oh a minute ago. Like I had been doing this. You know what I'm saying? When you begin to focus yourself and you begin to collect your energy, you know what I'm saying, then things turn up for you. Or at least like you could say that. You could say whatever you want to happen. You know? And yes, I did want to be tapped into my God state. Yes, I do want to be tapped into my God state. Yes, I do want to be able to use the abilities that within my God state I would be able to use. Yes, I use them to manifest a a good world like around me. I will. Um, and see, like this is really like what this is about. See, like a lot of you guys, like when y'all be, I ain't gonna say that all of y'all are selfish, like when y'all be doing these studies, but see, it's a lot of issues that like y'all don't be thinking to address. It's just a lot of things that like you're not thinking to address. Now, see, like while you all calling me out on my pseudoscience, I'm thinking about all these atrocities that's going on in the world. I'm thinking about, oh nigga, why the fuck is everybody rioting? Like, why the fuck is all these motherfucking politicians talking this shit? And I feel like I can listen to this motherfucker talking. It sound like he telling me a bold faced lie. Like at some point in the game, it sound like he said some bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting up watching the world. Like, damn. Like why is so many fucking environmental like disasters and shit going on, like a lot of landslides and shit, like we could see like around the world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit that was talked about in that in that in that like in that good book, like in that BIBLE, you know, in Revelations when they was talking about the end times. I want y'all to go look up the lost story of Adam and Eve. Like for real. Like if you haven't heard about that one. I had one of the elders break that down. Like you're probably not even the elder, you're a little bit older than me. But the OG, I'm like I mean like I'm getting up there. Like to where motherfucker be ready to call me like one of the OGs, like one of the elders. You know what I'm saying? So uh he was speaking on the lost story of Adam and Eve, and he's and the story was basically a story of after Adam and Eve got cast out of the Garden of Eden. And when they first was cast out of the Garden of Eden, the first place that they went was to this like inner earth cavern. And they were in this place where like they first had started to get exposed to the extremes of planet Earth. Like one of the first things that he saw, like when they first touched down in there, like this water started running. And it was really crazy for Adam because when he first saw the water, it made him thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like it made him want to drink. Like and wanting to like him automatically beginning to obsess over all this shit around the world had made him go crazy. And he went and jumped off, like he climbed up the top like this big ass fucking thing, And within the cavern, he jumped off, fucking smashed his face, his skull, like like Adam killed himself. So then an angel had came and fucking resurrected him and fucking asked him why. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck you do that? You know what I'm saying? He like, bruh, cause I got to seeing this shit and like now I fucking need this shit. Like water and all this bullshit. Like, bruh, like when I was in the garden, I didn't have to do shit but just use the sun energy, is what the motherfucker said. And see, like when we talking about the energy like that I'm talking about, these people would use the sun energy. These people would sit up in the sun, Ra, fucking Amun Ra. Like, why do you think everybody put Amun Ra at the end of their name and fucking connected sun, Ra, Yah? Ugh. Like, how much closer do you got to be? Amun Ra, Ra, Yah, Yahshua, Yah, Yah. Like, I mean, like, Ra, Yah. How much closer do you got to be, like, to draw these correlations? Horus was doing the same thing that Yahshua was doing. Horus did all of that shit down the list, healed people, fucking manipulated the elements and shit, did all kind of psychic shit. Horus did all of that shit. They killed him and resurrected him, and and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? See, like y'all haven't done the research like on these stories, like to had known what all this shit is, and like to know how much prophecy is like inside that Bible, like when you hold it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of y'all know like where the prophecy that's talking about the world of today is at in the Bible? Like, it tell you exactly what's going on in the world today. And see something else that happened in that story of Adam and Eve. Adam Adam asked Adam asked the angel when all this was gonna be over. Because like he actually wanted to know like when all this was gonna end. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the first human. He like, damn, so like when is all this gonna end? He like, yeah, like when all of the people that lead the world start to become molesters, start to become child molesters. That's one thing that it said like in that story. Like they was like, oh, like when the leaders of the world become molesters and you start to see all these crazy atrocities, that's that's when you know it'll be over. Like I believe that I believe that in a sense, like what at least the world that the Bible was talking about, like that world is coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? Like their heritage, they did all that, and like the world that they was talking about, like where the white boy was in control, that's just about to come to an end. And see, like look at my aura, that's just shining. It's like yeah, they about ready to make their way out, and all the fucking reptilian serpents that's here. I ain't even gonna call them fucking demons, cause it's like they just doing what the fuck they would do. We really can't even blame them for doing that. For I see people, and I see like if the elites are actually being ran by reptilians, then like we're not even doing what's best, like for us to be able to combat the fact that there are reptilians connected to spirit, like which is what these suckers are connected to source, like which is how they can do all this shape shifting abilities and shit. We have to key up. We have to key up, like that'll show us how to use our technology and all of this shit on a way higher. Like spirit will show us how to make shit. Spirit will show us how to use technology and how to make super advanced shit. However the fuck it'll take us to make it. Spirit will show us how to do that. Because beings have already did that. We really probably not gonna do nothing that no other being haven't already did. Just we put our own spin on it. You know what I'm saying? I see like this is what we do around Earth. Like we could tell exactly like what the grand cosmos does by what happened on Earth. You know what I'm saying? There's probably a bunch of different sects like of the same beings that can kind of do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? All of them probably kind of look a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But on a foundational level, they all kind of do the same shit. Like they all kind of got the same abilities. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like one, like, and they all might look hella different. You know what I'm saying? Like one, like the differences will vary in extremes. You know what I'm saying? Um, just talking about the whole galactic family like that we up under, like that we really need to start getting within ourselves and knowing that, yo, like we not alone out here. Like the motherfucker wanted to tell me that the Anunnaki not real, nigga. You ain't never seen the Anunnaki. If it wasn't in the book, you ain't never seen it. You ain't never had them come to your consciousness and speak to your mind. And come in front of your consciousness, nigga, your eyes closed, nigga, and a being standing in the same pose as in one of them books is standing in front of you in your consciousness and fucking take you on a trip. Fucking take you somewhere and nigga and you see some shit. Nigga, for real. Nigga. So not playing, Mr. Sir, whoever you are. That fucking wanted to convince me that, oh, I'm pseudoscientific. Nigga, you don't know shit, bruh. Bruh, telling you. To your face like a man, my nigga. Like, man to man, being to being, heart to heart. My nigga, that shit is real, cuz. That shit is real. And we are so much more advanced than we actually knew in the first place. A lot of science and math like that go behind all this. Like I don't even be feeling like going through all that shit. Like I just chant what's best. Like that you need to that you need to hear. Like that motivational kind of part. You know what I'm saying? Like and see not for you to take that so to heart. Well, that's the only thing like that you need to hear. But nah, for you to be able to do it for yourself and your own mind. For you to be able to motivate your own self. You know what I'm saying? Like for you to be able to chant this stuff like in your own mind and manifest your own world. You know what I'm saying? Well, not your own, but collectively we could do it together. Unless y'all just gonna put y'all hand on my back, nigga, and I fucking manifest everything. It's like, alright. You don't fucking wanna be woke too? Like the Christ said walk beside me. Like that's kinda how I feel. Like the Christ said, don't walk behind me. Walk beside me. Like in this. Like that's truly honestly like how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like don't fucking trail behind me on it. You know what I'm saying? And like try and reap the benefits of it. Like fucking flies on shit. Like I've said before. Like to motherfuckers. Nah, walk beside me and be what it is like that we're gonna use. You know what I'm saying? Like if we gonna use this. Other than that, I'ma just manifest the best world I can see out my mind. You know what I'm saying? I see, like we have to show you, not to let you have control of nothing, but like my consciousness, so that when you get to that level, you know what that meant. Like, nah, that's your consciousness, but nah, we do stand together, like at the same time. So maybe in some instances I went a little too hard, and I could just integrate back with the family, because we are celestial in nature. And we was just ignorant, like to that fact, you know. I really don't have to look at y'all in some of the ways like that I be looking at y'all. And fucking perpetuating these certain energies over y'all as if I couldn't help it, you know. For that, I apologize to the world. See, I feel like, man, like when you kind of tap into this shit psychically, yo, like it's some shit, like you can fucking drop some hurt on some people, like real shit, like without touching them, like and people will start to feel wacky. Like I believe that like if I really control my fucking my fucking force, my fucking my fucking EMF, I could just about knock a motherfucker out like without touching their ass. Like fucking like how you see these Asian motherfuckers, and the motherfucker standing 20 feet away being fell out or some shit. Nah, nigga. One of them people actually did that shit. Out of all the people like that's tried to knock a nigga out without touching him, one of them niggas that actually pushed the nigga around the room. one of them old ass Chinese men did that shit, and you probably would have walked up on his ass, and you'd have been like, this nigga can straight move people, dog. Like without, like, don't try to fight the little small Asian man. Like, like he will beat your ass. Like you'll try to come at him, he'll make you fly into the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, and he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of shit that we into. That like it's just beautiful to me, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that a person can do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all gonna trip off a lot of the dark shit like that can happen. Like nigga, it's always dark shit that can happen. Nigga, you'll take a gun, you'll pick up a gun, and then when a nigga do that, you be scared. Nigga be scared. Like if a motherfucker can be scared, nigga, like they be hella scared. Nigga, like fear. Boy, like coins off a trampoline, boy. Bouncing. Like, people don't have no like inner control like over themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like we really don't notice how we open, like we're open for beings that are spiritually higher to come and take control like of our minds and their abilities hit us, and we won't be able to do nothing about it because we don't know shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us haven't seen that, and like probably wouldn't know when if a being just popped through and just made some shit happen in your mind, nigga, and fucking made you do it, and then you would just go with it. Like you wouldn't even be the wiser. Like I'm telling you, like and see, like that's some shit like that. I believe can happen. Like how everybody fall for this great American rules. Niggas ain't that stupid, and niggas scared. But I believe that more people would say something. You know what I'm saying? Like people scared of all these guns and missiles and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like motherfuckers would say something. Like regardless, just like with their heart. Like damn. Like I'm saying. Like so this is like what we doing, dog. Like damn. Like I ain't trying to. But it's like but like at the same time, my nigga. Like I'm saying, bro. Like I'm not just gonna stop and keep like let you going on. Like why you finna do this wacky ass shit? Like I could say that to you. Like without it being like, oh, we gotta fight. Nah, nigga, we gotta sit up and talk and work this out. You know what I'm saying? And I got the whole nation behind me. So if you kill me, nigga, for this, everybody, damn, he killed them. Yes, nigga. This is the kind of sick bastards that we're fucking with. The kind of sick bastards that we fucking with. Them white boys up there sick. But so those of you who say that I use pseudoscience have not seen my name come to fruition. Divine divinations, you have not seen me use my divination ability in front of you. Like if you go back and line up some dates, go back and look at the Kanye West video like that I did, and go back to around that same kind of date. Kanye West was Kanye West had the whole rally where he was running for president, and go look at a lot of the tweets that he was putting out around that time after he did the little rally. A few days after he did the rally, go look at the tweets that he was putting out. Like if they not down yet, like it's some like it's some video that's probably talking about him, but a lot of them tweets like that he put out around that time of probably he took that shit down. But divine divination, nigga, I saw that literally, nigga. Like this is one situation like I can speak on, nigga. I saw that Kanye and the fucking Kardashians are being used to perpetuate white supremacy. And then the day after I made the video, Kanye said, "Oh, my daughter will not be used to perpetuate white supremacy." All out of nowhere. Not like, oh, we're having a conversation about his daughter being used to perpetuate white supremacy. But nigga talking about his relationship with him and Kim, and then by the end of the situation, stamp with, "Oh, yeah, my daughter will not be used to perpetuate white supremacy." I'm like, nigga, if I just didn't say that the Kardashians and Kanye, all them K's in them bitches' name, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, are not being used by the Ku Klux Klan, And Kanye said it for me. I'm like, damn. And people not even seeing that. Like from like I'm sitting in the room by myself. Like I would have to tell you, like I would have to holler that out to you. Like you just didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's showing me shit. Spirit show you shit. And like when you're not connected to spirit, like you will believe some shit when the motherfucker can make it mean 1+1. Like when the motherfucker can make it 1+1. Like, but see, all of that is not even important, like for you to know. Like all of that is just keeping you outside of yourself. Is like what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like like you've been in that book for so long. If I'm in pseudoscience, then I can say something to you. Then you probably not street smart. You probably couldn't walk up and down the block with a whole bunch of drug heads and fucking killers and fucking thieves and motherfuckers that do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably couldn't walk past them confidently and like look at all of them in their face. You know what I'm saying? Just on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably would be afraid to sit there and have a conversation with a motherfucker and exchange mental. You know what I'm saying? I see all of them not bad people. Some of them just done bad things and been in crazy situations where they did some bad shit. But when you talk to these people, you'll be like, damn, like why you do that, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Like some of them, it be like that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas don't y'all don't know how to use y'all spirit to fucking gauge shit. To fucking like you don't know how to use your spirit to tell you what shit is instead of your mind. And your mind could be tricked. Your mind get tricked by itself every day by you saying how you feel. Your mind and your body trick you into saying, "Oh, it's just that. I really don't feel like it." You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even go against within yourself. Nigga. Your body say, "Damn, I want some motherfucking ice cream." Nigga, you jump up and go eat that shit. Some cookies, some French fries, nigga, you own it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, nigga. I've been out here purging my demons, nigga. Like I've been on my 40-day fucking my fucking 40-day fast. Like real shit. Like I'm barely eating. Barely eating. Like I eat a little bit to fucking sustain myself. Like if I couldn't get all plants, all fruits and vegetables, then I might eat 2, 3 hot dogs and just call that the day. Like real shit. Like but see you fasting, so your body is punching through that shit. Like at the same time. A lot of y'all scared of that shit. Like once you start to hear like that, it's bad for you. You know what I'm saying? But see, like you don't know how strong your body is, especially if you keep your body pure. Like, and you learn how to steer your spirit. Like your spirit can heal your body. And like we strong as a motherfucker. And we strong as a motherfucker. This world will make you mad, like if you let it. You know what I'm saying? But like a lot of y'all like don't know how to focus yourself and just contain yourself. Like because the outside world and the things that's going on in the outside world is so great and just so strong that you just couldn't contain yourself. And like the things in the outside world has so much power over you that you just couldn't contain yourself. Like when? Like motherfucker wanna tell me, nigga, I'm using pseudoscience, nigga. Watch this video. And like look at my aura right now. Is that pseudo scientific? Like I can sit there and have a non-emotional conversation with you. Cause see, like I can understand like how that might make you feel. Like you see my emotions all nigga and like I'm telling you how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So like let's sit up and have a non-emotional exchange. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's a lot of things like that I'm seeing that you probably not seeing because you're not studying the inside of yourself. Like because you're not meditating and shit. Like like bro, like when I started meditating, like I started to see a lot of shit. Like my meditation started to go real far. Like as far as my mind could go, like my meditation started to go really far. Like I started to use psychic abilities. I started to astral travel. You know what I'm saying? I started to fucking decode this world. You know what I'm saying? Like decode meaning like see the future, like know what's finna happen before it happen. Can just feel it. Like nigga, I knew you was finna. You know what I'm saying? And like a motherfucker said, like I don't know what he finna say, but he get to talking and I know the last part of the sentence. Like yeah, see, somehow I knew you was finna do that, right? And like I could just say it, you know, like the spirit situations and information just pop up to your mind easily if you open. You A lot of y'all have to learn how to make it outside your skull. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of y'all still wait and see, like you don't realize how far down you is in there. Nigga, you way down at the base of your spine. That's where all the energy at. Way down at the base of your spine. Nigga, like once you wake it up and that Kundalini serpent energy rises, you know what I'm saying? Root chakra, sacral chakra, fucking stomach chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra. And like you had it awakening. Now you like this vortex of fucking amplified energy. Bro, you don't know what the fuck we can do and what the fuck we are. That's like what I just say to you bluntly. Now see, I come with the fire like 13 son, but like I do love y'all. Like I smack y'all with this like this because we've been doing this for too long. And now the ramifications of what we have been doing are starting to take their effect. We got people that's a little too sick. We got people that think that they live in the world of truth when they live in the world of lies. And they do not live in the real world. They live in a fantasy world and they don't know it. They live in a world created by their fantasy, and there's a lot of things that in their mind they're not even taking into consideration. And if they knew the ramifications of it, then they would. But mm, you really can't see like like we really can't say like what we really we really can't go in on people and be like, oh, people enjoy this bullshit because people are being forced into these, like into this lifestyle, and this is the word.